Being an entrepreneur is all fun until you realize that you're actually not as experienced as others. Your knowledge might not be at the same level as those who've been in the business for 20 years, and that scares you. No need to worry though, if you have a high teachability index, you will be fine. Realizing the importance of books in an entrepreneur's life, I have come up with a list of 10 books which every aspiring entrepreneur must read. The following books will help you grow both in life and in business in order to become a successful entrepreneur. These best entrepreneur books will give you basic knowledge about being an entrepreneur and share advice on what happens while on the journey to entrepreneurial success. Here is my all the best book number 1. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book is guaranteed to change your life forever. Not only will it teach you all the do's and don'ts of the social life, but it will also teach you how to be a better entrepreneur. We all know that the digital age has made it harder to be influential outside of the internet, which is just as important as web influence, but Dale Carnegie breaks down all the steps you need to take in order to make friends with everyone you meet. It teaches you the etiquette of how to overcome competition or how to win over people who are close-minded or simply not interested in your pitch. Every entrepreneur needs to read this book at least once a year. It's a business classic. Book number 2. The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy. Every entrepreneur knows that the key to a good business is good sales technique. Not only do you have to sell your product, but you also have to sell yourself and your idea. Having a great product doesn't do anything if you don't know how to approach the person and make them fall in love with you and the product. This book by Brian Tracy gives you valuable information and strategies about how to make more selling by focusing on one thing, the person. Sometimes entrepreneurs forget the basics of selling and jump right over to getting results, but in order to get results, you need to know the basics. Brian Tracy goes over those major points thoroughly. Book number 3. Who Moved My Cheese? An Amazing Way to Deal with Change in Your Work and in Your Life by Spencer Johnson. With only 96 pages of wisdom, this book is an easy weekend read. Featuring 4 mice, Sniff, Scurry, Hem and Haw, the story goes over the 4 different personalities and how they can affect one's business. This book will enlighten all business people on themselves and the choices they make in life. It will teach you how to become flexible with your decisions in order to move forward confidently towards your dreams and goals. At the end of the book, it's recommended to draw a map and position yourself between the 4 mice, at the personality type that best fits your own. If you are within a type that will most likely keep you from succeeding in business, do something. Book number 4. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter. Another great read for every entrepreneur. When you are younger in age, financial education might not be as high as the older competition, which puts you in a place of vulnerability. Robert Kiyosaki's book breaks down everything you need to know about financial education without giving you a headache. The book will shine a light on the 9-to-5 job and the rat race that keeps you in that job you hate in order to pay the debts. He teaches you how to make your entrepreneurial dreams come true by giving you the cold, hard truth about wealth. It's not found by going to school, getting good grades, graduating with a diploma, and working for a secure company. Book number 5, Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Daniel Kahneman goes over the 2 systems found in our mind that can make or break our ability to move forward and succeed in life, in his book Thinking, Fast and Slow. He talks about the fast and emotional system, and the slow, more logical system that makes up our whole mind. He breaks down the various effects of each system on our success, mentality, confidence, and teachability index. This book is a must-read for everyone who wants to get to the top of the tower without actually killing the dragon. Book number 6. The Entrepreneur Mind by Kevin D. Johnson. Everything starts in the mind. If you have negative thoughts all day, it's pretty certain that your day will not end on a good note. Kevin D. Johnson knows that and wants to help entrepreneurs around the world to change their mindset in order to be successful. In his book, The Entrepreneur Mind, Kevin D. Johnson talks about the different ways to change your way of thinking in order to start a business, make it grow, and make it last. By the end of the book, he makes sure you know when to keep going and when it's time to let go and start again. Being an entrepreneur means being able to get back up, and this book will teach you how to get back up without too many scars. Book number 7, Good to Great, by Jim Collins. Can you tell me, why does one company endure while another one fails? What things can you infuse into your company's ethos from day one that will help you build a lasting business? Jim Collins and his research team set off to find out. Over 5 years, they studied 28 companies, poring over data and interviews to identify the key determinants of success and failure. Book number 8, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, by Stephen R. Covey. How you treat the one reveals how you regard the many, because everyone is ultimately a one. John Wooden, American basketball players said it's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is based on this idea. It educates people on how to live their lives properly and guides them in their goal of being a successful individual. After implementing the ideals of this book in your life, no aspect of your life remains untouched. Book number 9, Innovator's Dilemma, Clayton Christensen. Sound managerial decisions are at the very root of their impending fall from industry leadership. The game of snake and ladder teaches us an eternal truth that for every ladder you climb, a snake is waiting just around the corner, and for every snake, a ladder will compensate. Similarly, every aspiring entrepreneur must be aware of the fact that successful individuals can face failures while climbing the ladder of prosperity. Clayton Christensen wrote a book on this idea and showed how most outstanding companies which do everything right have chances of losing market leadership. Innovator's Dilemma, a book cited by people like Steve Jobs, is a must-read to avoid committing similar mistakes made by successful people as much as possible. Book number 10, The $100 Startup, by Chris Guillebeau. Plans are only good intentions unless they immediately degenerate into hard work. As an aspiring entrepreneur, if the thought of not having the required skills or money for starting a business crossed your mind, then this book is for you. In this book, the author focuses on 50 individuals who built business earning $50,000 or more from a modest investment, many cases $100 or less. Almost all these people lacked special skills, but they discovered their personal passions and started earning money from that. Chris Guillebeau details out the activities carried out by these people in their initial days and the mistakes they made on their journey while setting up a successful business. I believe this video would have been helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, so that it would reach as many as aspiring entrepreneur, young students and startup owners. Because as it is said, the more you read books, the more success you looks. Happy reading and take care of yourself.